organism actually goes far, far deeper, and actually a woman's penis is bigger than a man's. It's just inside.
Right.
And there's actually more nerve endings. There's about 10 times more nerve endings for a female than there is for a male for sexual excitement.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a very important part. And
I think that's so important. I don't think a lot of people realize that.
Sure.
And so there's this defeatist attitude, or women lying or faking orgasm, or when.
Right. It needs to be more of a variety. There needs to be longer stimulation for a woman for an orgasm.
Where they're stimulated more by their clitoris than the vagina.
Exactly.
Right.
And it varies from women to women.
Right.
Some women are very easily stimulated through the vagina, but
about
40%.
Mm-hmm.
But about 60% of the women have never had an orgasm just with vaginal stimulation.
Mm-hmm.
So a man, again, being willing to be aware of that, having a variety of ways of actually performing sex is a important part of what a man needs to learn to do,
mm-hmm.
and being willing to do that will really help out. And one of the things that that I have found with some of the women that we've had for infertility, because we have a lot that come in,
mm-hmm.
and we have a very good success rate. One, getting them healthier is a huge part of it, getting their hormones up to par. Acupuncture points is very good for infertility, but also helping the woman actually have orgasm during sex
mm-hmm.
makes a very big difference on their fertility rate.
Yeah, we have great success with infertility.
Sure.
Yeah.
I think of the time that we were at a party and someone was talking about that and said, "Oh, my husband has gotten a lot of our patients pregnant."
Yeah, it's my Freudian slip. I'm good at that. That's why I stick to the script when we do radio.
Especially on this part.
What's the other thing I said, too, about you standing?
Oh,
might as well bring that one up, too.
Standing erect. I've been erect ever since you've known me.
Yeah, you were talking about his spine. Oh. Did you get to say everything you wanted on infertility? I knew I cut you off, but I wanted.
Oh, no. So one of the things on infertility is making sure that, one, before you get pregnant, you should be as healthy as possible.
Mm-hmm.
So getting good balance in your system, and then getting as healthy as you possibly can helps out tremendously with infertility. We have a very good success rate with that. And then also, you and your partner working out and, enjoying sex is actually one of the big things.
Mm-hmm.
If women are stressed and worried about things. Matter of fact, it's amazing how many couples have actually adopted a baby. The woman kind of relaxed, wasn't as worried about it, and all of a sudden they got pregnant.
Yeah, you hear that a lot.
So, the mood and emotions and the relaxation on all that is a very, very important type of aspect of health and well-being.
I know we use candles a lot. Candles are very relaxing.
You have to set the mood correctly for
mm-hmm.
for a woman.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't take that much for me. Just you.
And we talked about, what is normal sexual libido. And I don't know if you have statistics there on, a married couple, how often they have sex, but you're saying 2 to 3 times a week.
Yeah, I mean, it's, of course, during periods, things like that, there's some differences and stuff like that. But, I mean, you would kind of consider a good, healthy libido about 2 to 3 times a week.
Mm-hmm. And that shouldn't slow down as you get older. I mean, as long as you stay healthy.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, there's an awful lot of people who are in their 80s that are still enjoying sex at that rate.
You don't have to worry about getting pregnant.
Right. That even makes it better.
Yeah. So this book, I know you haven't read it, The 50 Shades of Grey.
Yes.
I've read the first one. It has just become so popular.
Mm-hmm.
And why do you think, I've kind of shared the gist of it a little bit with you.
Sure.
There's more of a dominance
right.
in the male figure.
When you're talking about fantasy, a woman actually fantasizes about being in a more submissive role. Is one of the things that she's, and then the story behind it is very important. There's a story involved in that. He's also a very high status in male. Women are actually turned on by guys who are that way, who are sure of themselves, who take care of the woman, but also very firm, and they feel like they can kind of relax and let go. And when you have that type of a feeling on that, that's what they're actually peeling through, is that there is that type of a storyline that has actually hit with the fantasies of women.
So we just have a few seconds to wrap up. Anything you want to wrap up on our topic today of sexual health?
Sex is something that is a very important part of life, a very enjoyable part of life, and something that is worthwhile to actually make sure that one's healthy and well-being on it, and put some time into it.
Okay. Well, thank you, Dr. Prather, as always.
The Prather Wellness Center is located at 8902 North Meridian Street on the north side of Indianapolis, just south of the I-465 loop. If we can help you to achieve better health, we'd love to hear from you. You can connect with our office at 317-848-8048. That's 317-848-8048. Join us again here next week or anytime on our website at thevoiceofhealthradio.com for The Voice of Health with Dr. Robert Prather.